Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Oakland Raiders taking on the NFC champions, the New York Giants. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Shotgun now for Carr. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. Carr now on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it, and oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering. Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He doesn't give many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number is going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking. A lot of times, their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Whitlock. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Carl come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. We're scoreless after 1. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Carr going to throw, and Woods has it complete. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Carr to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now Saquon Barkley. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. Throwing on 1st down. Whitlock. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Go to and 2 steps. Protein still.
On 1st and 10, Whitlock. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Whitlock. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Check. Breakdown. Hey, switch gears.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd and 3. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Von Miller able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and so the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And New York set to take the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Leo! Check.
On second down, Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Whitlock gives this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards, good for a giant first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. On the run, it's Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They keep it with Barkley on first down. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York, with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Giants have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the rookie Saquon Barkley, the one who finishes things off with a touchdown run. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. To throw, it's Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Running is Jacobs. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Barkley. And Marquell Lee with a stop defensively.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Sam on.
This is Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
Leo.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Giants. Matt Breida, 38 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. Well, the situation very simple here. Late game, down 7. They've got to get it in the end zone.
And the best players know how to be calm in these situations because you know right now his pulse is like a jackhammer. So how does he rein it in, make sure the team has a little bit of calm, coupled with that sense of urgency? Got to walk that line a little bit, but get it downfield in order to score, and then put the pressure on the guy who kicks the ball because he could tie the game.
It's been a fun game. It all comes down to this. Now this throw caught left side, and they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Carr completes it. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, 27 yards, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime. Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all. Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish. You obviously don't have a flight to catch. Tomorrow. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles. And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving. And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They'll run with Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 4. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On first down, Barkley. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
General West, you draw Parker. Watch it. Check. Ready?
Now it's Barkley.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
Match box, light. Check, look, squeeze. Get it.
On second down now, Barkley. He'll have a first down inside the 10. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. And his kick is good. The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl. And the New York Football Giants are the toast of the National Football League. They are the Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.